Okay, now that we learned all about the equations of lines, I'm going to teach you different properties of angles. Okay, well, angles. Now, you all know what angles are, right? So if I give you two line segments, the thing, this is an angle of these two line segments. Okay, so let's learn about the angle bisector. Now that sounds really complicated. Hold up. Let me tell you what it is. Angle bisector. Haha. Okay, so let's say I give you this angle. This angle, this line, A, B, okay, let's call this point O. And suddenly, the angle bisector is the line between the angles that evenly splits these two angles into congruent angles. So I give you, suddenly pops out line C. And this line C splits the angle into two of the same angles. So before, for example, this entire AOB angle equals 60 degrees. Now, when C pops up, it evenly splits the angle from AOC, this equals to 30 degrees. Get it? So it evenly splits it. So it's also COB. Okay. Okay. And let me teach you what's the vertical angle. Now let's say I have two intersecting lines. Okay. Like cross, cross. And I don't tell you anything. I just tell you that this is A and this is B. And the point in the middle is O. What can you say about these two angles? Well, vertical angles means the angles across in this X. So do you see this angle is across from this angle? If they are across, if they form an X like this and they are across, these angles are actually the same. So AOB is congruent to, okay, sorry, let me label this too. Like, it's also congruent to COD, right? And these two angles are also across, so they're also congruent. Get it? So AOC is congruent to BOD. And let me teach you really quick about supplementary and complementary angles. I know they sound really long and hard, but not really. Okay. Whoa, it takes forever to write. I think I spelled it wrong. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So, if an angle is supplementary, if two angles are supplementary, like let's use the example above. So we're using this graph. So let's say these two angles and these two angles. If they equal 180, then they are supplementary angles. So these two angles have to add up to 180. And complementary equal, that means they add up to 90. So if two angles add up to 90 degrees, then they are complementary. And we are done with the basics of geometry and angles. Good luck!